Hey, it's Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Monday, October 17th, 2011. Go to the blog. I did an S&P video and I did a NASDAQ 100 video using the QQQ. Go to the site, sign up for the free daily email, and I finally made it to 2009, I guess, or whatever it is, and there's a Facebook fan page, facebook.com/stock market trends X, and I'm going to be using that page to post some information that I'm not going to post on the blog and vice versa. So just check it out and go there and give me a like, and I'd really appreciate it. All right. So I talked about the S&P and the NASDAQ 100 real quick. Top of the range is now the first target, this 1230.71, and then up here is the second target, 1273.13, and the 200-day moving average. That's the S&P. The NASDAQ 100, okay, the target is now the highs. Okay, the highs for 2011, and I mean, it's a multi-year high up there. Okay, so, we're through the 78.6% retracement of this swing down. That suggests a full retracement up. Okay, we are very overbought here. We are due a rest. This angle cannot continue forever. I mean, similar angle like this. And you can see we pulled back and then we came up again and then we eventually rolled over. Now, I don't know if this scenario happens, but a pullback is healthy. All right, right now we're overbought. Could we get, somebody wrote me and said, could we get the buyers just piling on here? I mean, it's possible. Volume has been dreadful on the way up here, so I'm not banging my fist on the table that, we got to get on, the move is getting away from us, obviously. I hate chasing momentum. And the best thing to happen here is a pullback. Nice, orderly pullback, chance for those that missed the move to get on board, a chance for the bulls who picked this exact low, and now they're going to add on, they're going to ride this in. I mean, we're entering a seasonal period of outperformance. All right, we're in earnings season as well, which can be a short-term kind of boost. But, I mean, right here, I'm on watch for the next pullback. And until that happens, I'll look through the sectors and we can look through the stocks, but it's going to be the same, right? I mean, here's the SOX. Looks like it wants to test these highs up here. Above that, you got the 200-day moving average, which is around the 127% external retracement. The banks, see even something like this, like a little bit of a pullback here. Notice how holding above the 50-day, I mean, that's short-term bullish, but overall, this is still a downtrend here, right? I mean, we're still making lower lows, and this is a lower high. I mean, I guess this was a higher high from this, but it's all corrective. But this looks like a little power pattern that can just squirt up, right? I don't think it's going to zoom, but you got the pullback and then a pause day, and then maybe it squirts up here, the banks. Okay, pull up Bank of America, see what that looks like. I mean, similar, but obviously it's under the 50-day moving average. Let's look at JP Morgan. Okay, right, Citigroup, JP Morgan under the 50 as well. Here, Citigroup, right, above the 50-day, kind of hanging here, right. Here's like a Zions Bank. Okay, you can watch this one. Oh, here's a nice looking chart, Northern Trust. I mean, nice looking relative to what the banking index is doing. It's still an ugly looking chart, but this looks a lot like the banking sector. So if the banks got a bounce, watch this Northern Trust. This could be one to put on the list, NTRS. Right, not a huge mover or anything like that, but that's good. Who needs huge movers in this kind of, in financials? If you want huge movers, there's plenty in tech, right? So, right now, I don't know. Maybe we're just going to fall out of here. Okay, great. But look what we did. We got over the 50-day and we rested. That's what the market should take a cue from. We'll see what happens from here. Let's see if it like I said, gets that little squirt out or not. All right, I'm going to go through. I don't want to do a 15-minute video. It's late here anyway. I have to go to bed. All right, so this is to me, looking more and more wedgy. All right, that's GLD. Let's see, SLV. Watch the 20 EMA as resistance still. Here's OIL. I mean, oil's popping here, right? This is the ETN. And watch this 2272 is the 89 EMA, and you got 2303, whatever is the top of the range. So we want to watch that. Here's OIH, got above the 50-day, see if it gets continuation. Look at some of the brand names, right? Here's Apple, testing the highs. All right, so the high is 422.86, the high was 422. So if there's a gap up in Apple, it should exceed this. Watch 4.25 and then 450. I mean, we're going whole numbers here. Amazon, the target was a new high. It hit it. Watch 250, a nice whole round number up there. And then 262. Googleicious had the earnings, all right, but rejected so far the 78.6% retracement. If we get over these highs and close over these highs, I would just use 600, right? We get to 600, close 600 or above, looking for a retest up. Here's Baidu, okay, above the moving averages, but if we throw Fibonacci grid here, okay, we can see 139.70. That's probably not an exact number because I just threw the grid on fast. It's not going to be an exact number. There it is, 139.59. Let's see if I get this one a little bit better. And 139.84s, I guess. I mean, that's probably not the right number, but you look at that zone. Okay, here's Goldman. I mean, it just looks, it just doesn't look good. I mean, here's the brokers. We skipped it, so I'm going back. I mean, it's coiling a little bit at the 50. I guess if it can get a little push, you can watch Goldman and Morgan. Right? I mean, Morgan's under the 50-day, but has that little bank pattern we saw in the banks, right? It's not technically a bank pattern, but it's the one I saw on the banks that I pointed out. Okay, let's look at a couple other stocks here. United Therapeutics, somebody wanted me to talk about this. Yeah, this has a nice little coil here. Okay, this is what I call a mini coil, actually. So if this could pop here, a little cup and handle, I guess, too. I don't know if this is technically a handle, but watch that 50-day if it does pop. Price line, okay, at the moving averages, see what it wants to do there. Chipotle, all right, so trying to move higher here, see if this can get a little bit of push. You got these highs up here, 334.48. This one acts like a tech stock. Rackspace, somebody wanted me to talk about. Yeah, I mean, it really has to get above this tall red candle here. 42.18 is that high. That puts it back in at least a little bit of a better looking bullish mode. I mean, we're above the 200-day, so can't really call it bearish, but this was an ugly candle. So let's see what the banks do. Looks like we're gapping up as of now at the 1:45 in the morning, but who knows what happens 7 hours from now. Okay, hopefully we're going to get a pullback, and I really mean that. I really mean hopefully, because I think it will be the best thing if we're going to get a continued push. And I think that if we run, okay, and we don't pull back, I didn't say this earlier, but I said it on the video on the blog, I think if we just run right up to the highs, I think it's very suspect. So, hopefully we get a nice pullback here, and it offers a buying opportunity, or we roll back over and we're headed down again. All right? Still watching for a follow-through day, or the majority of the indexes over the 200-day. The NASDAQ composite is close, but I don't count the composite and the NASDAQ 100 as separate. So NASDAQ's above it. Now let's see the S&P or the Russell get above it as well. All right, anyway, look at the Russell. I'm all over the place tonight. I'm sorry. Over the 50-day moving average, 4 days now, 4 closes above, but still way below the range. Well, not way below, but below the range high, 738, 737.60s. I mean, it's 25 points. It's still a nice couple of percentage points to get to that high. All right, have a great trading day Monday. Talk to everybody again Tuesday. Hopefully, I will be more coherent. Take care.